top of the day to you. There's a mosquito keeps trying to bite me. Y'all may witness an assault here in a minute. It keeps buzzing around my ears, my face. Don't want to mess up his face. Good morning, Eric. Good morning. It's Monday morning, guys. Betsy Lou, Suzanne, Miss Can Do. Oh boy. Good morning, Diane, Lisa. Chris has fell down this morning, had he? Tiffany, good morning. Uh, Ronnie Neal, good morning, buddy. Carol, good morning. Angels, good morning. Toya, good morning. Uh, Good morning, Susan, up there in Michigan. Anna Maria Piazza, good morning, sweetie. Had a mosquito keeps trying to bite me. Good morning. We're starting to go a little faster now. Trying to keep up with Nancy, good morning. Betsy Lou, Barbara, uh, Tammy, Rose, Lisa, Karen, Kate, Sue Chapman, good morning. Michelle Young, good morning. Hatbox Girl, good morning. Joyce, Gloria. All right. Uh, Good morning, Steve, Darlene, Benita, Sky. Good morning, Betsy Lou. Yeah, mosquitoes. They haven't been bad here because it's been so dry. You know, we need rain. May get some chances in the afternoons this week. A couple of days, I think, maybe. Hopefully, we run through a little shower yesterday, but it wasn't here. It was down close to the hospital down there. Uh, well, you missed me over the weekend. Well, awesome. Think somebody missed me. Uh, Good, Vera. Good morning, sweetie. Hope you're doing well. Vera's on our prayer list. Keep her there. And Wednesday she'll say, "All right, you can take my name off," and we'll probably take it off. We might not. Might just stay it on there. Uh, uh, Today, we don't know yet about. I spent the day yesterday with Levi. Okay, uh, she and I went down, and then later on, Dan and Lou come in, and he had lots of company yesterday. And hey, boys, but he looked to me. He looked. His color was good. And I asked Kim, I said, "Well, what about the numbers?" They said the numbers. She said, "Well, the blood pressure was better. His oxygen level was better, but he still has that very massive congestion, and especially in that one lung, it's just really bad. And he breathes like that, kind of almost a panting, but not quite. But he's sitting up, and they had taken the IVs out of him, and he's sitting up and watching a movie. And he talked to us for a while, and I took him a dapper hat that Mans had sent me. It was a little bit too big for me, but Levi, it fit him. And I put it on his head, took a picture of it with him. And I said, "Now you look dapper, buddy." And he said, "I'm dapper. I'm dapper, Papa. I'm dapper." He said, "Yes, you are. You're dapper." Uh, anyway, and he still had it on when I left yesterday. But I'm going to tell y'all what. You got to park probably here to Kim's house from the hospital. It just is full up parking, full up. And that's a long walk with a cane. That's a long walk. You stop, somebody run over you. You got to keep moving. We made it. We made it okay. But once you get in the hospital, though, there's benches everywhere. There's nice chairs all up down the hallways. You can stop, sit where you want to. uh, anyway, this morning down there, I'm trying to watch what's coming on here. And Peggy, good morning, and Molly, and thank y'all for the prayers. Michelle, uh, Jesse, good morning. Uh, The doctors hadn't come in this morning to discuss with Kim exactly what they're going to do or not do. You know, last week it got to be a circus almost, you might say. That they come to take him after putting him off all day long. Finally come and got him, going to go and put that tube into his lungs, drain that fluid out because they don't want it to solidify. But it's at the verge of doing that now. It may already started. But why they put it off the whole weekend, I don't know. So anyway, they couldn't. That doctor couldn't do it. Levi's fighting him, whatever. He's scared to put him completely to sleep. I don't know the whole story. A lot of confusion. They think, okay, we'll send him down to the big hospital, the medical center in Houston. It's massive. That hospital system in Houston is massive. They've got hospitals for everything. I mean, just not just for whatever. And but they never did do it. So wait till Monday. It's 2 more days. But anyway, I'm not going to say anything. I just, listen and see what goes on. But he does look a lot better. And they'll come in this morning, I guess, and discuss with Kim what they're going to do or not do, okay? So keep your prayers for Levi. We've got several folks on our prayer list that's been on here for a while. But they still fighting the issues that they have, and some of them are long term. So we'll keep those going. And I've only got one birthday so far this morning. Jason's little son is doing pretty good, I think. We get everything secondhand from Dan and Lou, and they're supposed to be doing pretty good. They sent him home, and he's going to be supposed to be okay. Thomas, I didn't get to see what you said. You have to run that through again. Thomas said he talked about Ronnie's condition. We're going to pray for Ronnie too, guys. Keep your prayers out for Ronnie. He has a procedure himself today, and his team, I call it his team or his gang, what are you going to call it? He's not a theme park. It's not a theme park, Thomas. He's going to the doctor. It may be a theme park when he gets there. I don't know. I don't know, Ronnie. I try to hold him back. Ronnie's team or his gang, Thomas and Jimmy and Steve, I try to keep the peace amongst them all, and it's sometimes tough. But I'm the peacemaker here in this group. But Ronnie does have a procedure today, and last time he had the same procedure, we support him all the way up to the door, right up to the door. And then some. Bad thing was, we were still sending support, verbal support, and he'd left his phone with his wife. So she got an earful. All right. Levi's updates. We really don't know a whole lot right this minute, besides he was doing better yesterday. His numbers are up better, and the temperature was better. All that kind of stuff was okay. They won't know more until later today when the doctor comes in. I'm sure Kim will post stuff. If not, I will find out and get it on our video, another video. G's fixing to go down this morning. We don't have the babies today. Dustin taken off today also. So he said, I'll keep the babies and go on down and be with Kim. So she's going to take off down there in a few minutes. She got up and she says, would you check my tire? She had a tire load. We went in my car yesterday, and she told me Saturday, and she said, I got a tire you need to check for me if you would. And I forgot. So this morning I said, you better go in my car, and I'll take care of your tires today. Morning, Deborah, Vera. I'm gonna put out some. Jamie and Stephanie are on their way home, as far as I know. Should be home, I'm guessing sometime today, maybe. They had a good time, a good trip, from what I can understand. Met lots and lots and lots of folks. Let's do. Here's the names I have on our prayer list. Okay, so let's keep that going. It's Levi and little Jake, Vera, Carol Cardacy, uh, Madeline's mom, Ronnie, and his brother Donnie, naturally, and then Ray. Ray's doing a lot better. Ray stuttered. In fact, we're going to sing to Ray this morning. Today's Ray's birthday. And I didn't worry about Ray biting himself and stuff. But you don't have to worry about those guys. Us guys, we have self-control. Y'all ever noticed that? We have self-control. You know, we know when and when not to on everything. Yeah, yeah. Except for some people. But anyway, keep those guys in your prayers, okay? And I'm sure there's probably more. But today is Ray's birthday, and he's doing a lot better. You know, he was in the hospital, and then they sent him over to rehab, and therapy's going real well for him, and so he should be maybe getting to go home here pretty doggone quick. Yeah, Reba, she's a sweetheart. That's his wife. Reba. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Um, so I told you about all I know. Ben come last night. We're going to do anything today. I said, Ben, I'm not going to get any kind of job going today. Because I don't know when I may jump in the car and leave here. Lex is still here. He stayed. We loved it too, but that was his choice. He stayed Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night because he don't have school today. His dad will be taking him back this evening, I guess, or we will, whoever, to his mom's. But he'll be in there when I get through here waiting on breakfast. So, and I enjoy that. I enjoy making the breakfast for him. Problem is, I end up eating too much. I'll have to work it off. Okay. Bama, something about you got to have some kidney issues. Keep her on our prayer list too. Bama Nola. And Vicky. Got Vicky on here. Janet go to the doctor on Wednesday. Yeah, well, I sometimes dread them doctor's appointments too, you know, especially think, well, they're going to say this, they're going to say that, you know, and they're going to take blood, and they're going to come back and say, oh, yeah, this is up, and that's bad, that's, you know, no, go on, folks. All right, I don't know if that's the sun. I guess I thought my glasses fogging up. It's the sun shining on you guys. I just turned sideways here. They always tell you you're fat. Well, yeah, they'll say something like, well, you probably need to lose a few pounds there, Mr. Morrow. Yeah, okay. I'll try. That's the hardest thing in the world to do. It's, you know, hard things in life. Stop smoking if you ever had to have it. Jimmy, I don't think he'll mind me saying this, Jimmy's fighting that battle of dipping. You know, Dan went through that. Boy, he dipped for years, and then all of a sudden he needed to quit that dipping, so he started chewing that gum. And some things work for some people, and some things don't. But Jimmy has cut down tremendously on his dipping. Still dips a little bit, but not near like he did. So that's, and maybe as time goes on, he can even cut it down more. Okay, Deborah needs prayers also. Put Deborah down. He gave up in February. Good morning, there, Michelle. Larry, good morning, Larry. How you doing, buddy? Sky, good morning. Connie Hill, good morning. Judy Cribley. All right, good morning. What is dipping? Okay, it's a tobacco product. I don't dip. I never dipped. I did chew a little tobacco at one time, and I didn't decide I didn't like it. But it's a dip. It's ground up tobacco products, and you take it out. It's in a little canister, and you put it inside here, and it can be habit forming. It's got that tobacco in it, nicotine, all that stuff. But yeah, and people that dip, you see, roll around a little cup, spitting in that cup. Oh yeah, nasty habit. Nasty, Jimmy. It's nasty. But anyway, uh, sometimes you go to these ball games. You wonder if is that. I don't think it's chewing gum in those baseball players' mouth out there. They'll probably chaw tobacco. Yeah, your high school boyfriend dip. Well, I'll tell you what. There's a boy and a girl here in Plum Grove, and they're married. They've been married now for years and years and years. And grew up here and knew them both real well. And I'm in town one night, and I pulled into the little stop and go store, and they'd pulled up right beside me, and I was going to get something, and they both kissing each other. That's fine. Uh, them long kisses. then, yeah, and I'm actually standing there at the door talking to a guy, and so they're right there in your face. But then they get out, and they both got dips in their mouth. All right. Your back and neck. Well, praying for her, Janet too. Her back's giving her a bad time. Uh, they, it's hard to get rid of sometimes backaches. It depends on where they're at. I guess really, if kind of in your lower back, sometimes you do like exercises and stuff and kind of work it out. But if it's up here like in the top of your back, how do you do that? If I sleep crooked or crazy, sometimes I get a crick in my neck, and that hurts. Then you got to go. There's a secret to it. At least I think. You got a crick in your neck. Don't tell your doctor I said this. The way I do it, I turn as far as I can, one direction. Then I go back and I go real slow the other, as far as I can. And one side, the other hurts real bad. And they give you a headache even sometimes. You just keep going back and forth, and each time try to go a little bit further. And finally, you can kind of work it out. Now, G's mom had back issues a lot, and she said, and what brought this up is at school we'd been doing at our shop class doing some concrete work, pouring concrete in this mixer and building these parking lot bumpers. And at some point, the little bags are 80 pounds, and that's not that heavy, but the thing is they're slick, they're tight. It's really hard to get a hold of. At some point, I'd been over and picked up one wrong. Didn't realize at the time. That afternoon, my back down low hurt so bad, I was walking like baby steps. It's like if I tried to make a big step, I couldn't. And I come home about 8, my back hurts. And she was here, she said, well, her doctor told her. So if it's just wrong, we'll blame her doctor, whoever he may have been. Lay flat on your back on the floor and put your hands like this under your butt. Raise your legs one at a time, high as you can, I tried it, and sure enough, next morning my back, pretty good shape. Now, may not work for everybody. Nowadays, if I got down, I might not be able to get back up. Take the phone with me in case I need somebody to help me. Or crawl across the floor, the wall, and pull myself up. So today, besides just keeping check on Levi, and they'll let me know, I'm not going to be doing a bunch. I may reorganize some stuff around here, get them tires all aired up, and check that tire, see what's going on with it. Thank you, Ann. Like and subscribe. Uh, Appreciate that. Uh, that's men. I don't know what we do. Rodney chews moose droppings. What's his favorite ride at the theme park? See, already, Ronnie and Thomas have got it going. Thomas wanting to know about Ronnie's ride at the theme park, what he enjoys the most. Well, I can't go there. We know what kind of ride he gets. I just can't say a whole lot about that. But uh, and then Ronnie's trying to say Thomas dips moose droppings. I don't know about these boys. They're after each other this morning, seems like. If you guys watched my video this morning, if you did, uh, when I made those pears, well, I said they're gonna be probably 4 or 5 pints. Well, it turned out to be 3 pints and a little over. They cooked down, they cooked down, and I was sitting there stirring. There's gonna be quite a bit here. But the more they cooked, and the smaller they got, but they were delicious. And then if I messed up any, it's because Ronnie was on the phone there trying to tell me stuff. And yeah, moose droppings, that's what that is. Yeah, they're nasty. They're nasty, Bo. Them guys. Because Thomas lives up there in the far north, and there's moose all around him. In fact, true story. These doors on these hospitals that slide back for movement. One opens and a moose walks down the hallway in the hospital. Well, moose are dangerous, so the hospital had to do a lot to make sure everybody's safe till they get that moose out of there. Yeah. You hear that more people are hurt or killed even up there by moose than there are by bears. So if you go up that part of the world, you better be safe. Stay in the car. Don't slow down. All right. Happy fall is coming. Well, you can't tell it around here. Thank you, Ma. That's sweet. The pears were delicious. And listen, if you put too much sugar on them, then all you're going to taste is sugar. Yeah, I put in that cup. Maybe it could have been, maybe too much even. Yeah, you can cut back. They're sweet, but not just sugary sweet. You still taste the pears, and that's what my dad's always done them. I've watched him do it for my whole life. He'd go out there and he'd pick his pears, and now he kept them in a refrigerator, okay, in the back of the refrigerator. Now, I don't know how long they might last if you left them sitting out. I don't know. They're not like canned in a sense. They're cooked, but they're not canned, So I don't know. I couldn't say. But if you put them back in the fridge, you're fine. Just like my icebox pickles. I was telling Ronnie the other day, I said, I opened my last jar over a year old. The taste is still there, but they're not supposed to last that long. You see these recipes, they say, oh, they'll last 2 or 3 months, whatever. Well, I either done something really good, because mine had lasted, but the taste was there, but it's getting a little bit tough, so I'm not going to probably finish that jar. They're still crisp, but they're tough. You can tell they're getting some age on them. So I probably ain't going to mess with that jar. I'll probably empty it out. And I'm not going to make none this year. That had a bad year. Bad year. You use honey instead of sugar, it might work out. Hey, that might be really good. I might try that sometime. Jimmy sent me a message, says, why couldn't you? Oh yeah, you could put bluebell ice cream and on them pears and stuff. Oh yeah, you sure could. You got several little recipes like people say, oh, you put this on them and that on them, and you could. But Jimmy was saying, why couldn't you do apples that same way? Why couldn't you do, and I thought, well, yeah, why couldn't you? Why couldn't you do peaches? Plums. Why not? Why not try it? So next time I go to the store, if they got, I'm gonna get some apples. I'll get me 4, 5, 6 apples. Just try one. Just try it. If it's enough for one, maybe a pint. See if I like it or not. Maybe great. Might be great. And always do like my old dad also did. He can make his fried pies with it. Yeah. My dad would take his old dough and make out that big old, like almost, well, like a pie crust almost, but he made it on himself. And if he had something like that, he'd put in it, and then he'd fold them over, and pinch them with little edges and put it in a skillet and fry it. It was delicious. But if you didn't have something, he'd stop on the store and he'd buy that, I guess, pie filling, whatever you call it, different flavors. I guess it's called pie filling. Comes in a can. He liked apricot, so we had a lot of apricots, fried pie. But get fried for, well, like whatever can would make. I forget how many it was, but he would make quite a few little fried pies and fry them up, and he'd take one of his lunch, and the others be there for us to munch on, and they were good. But he made all kinds of different flavors. He made the apricots. I remember them. And there was apples and pineapple. I don't know if there's any. He may have made some peach ones. I'm not for sure about peach, but I know the apple and pineapple he did, and the apricots. I remember those. My glass is fogging up. I don't know what the deal is here. And I can't see without them. Here we go. All right, Michael, Mary Coker's son needs prayer. Okay. Put Michael on here. Got quite a list on that. It's the humidity. Yeah, it's very humid here. My glasses keep fogging up. Thomas, you're stirring him up. Thomas keeps trying to stir Ronnie up, and after a while, Ronnie's gonna go off. He's gonna go off. Sound like my wife telling the kids growing, don't y'all make your dad go off. Don't do any of them, he'll go off on you. All right. Acid reflux, I've never had it. Thank God. You know what? I bet cinnamon would have been good in those pears. I didn't think about cinnamon. I bet that would have been good. Cinnamon's good for you. Yeah, it's good for you. It helps on, I'm told it helps on that blood sugar and stuff. Thomas is doing copy and paste, and Ronnie's ignoring him. Oh yeah. Well, I'm not gonna make no fun about that MRI tube. That thing is scary. Now, tell you, I had to have one, and I hated it. And that thing, that lid is like right here. It's like you're in a coffin. It's just right here, and it's horrible. And I made it. Whew. Don't want to do it again. They say they make some bigger ones. Ronnie, they put him in one. He said it's like a big wash machine. Now, it may have been a wash machine. It may have been washing Ronnie up a little bit first. Put him on, agitate him a little bit. But Dan went, had to have one, and now Levi had one the other day. And I know that'd be scary for Levi, but he got through it okay, I think. But Dan had to have one, and yeah, the open, that's what they need. They need one that's open. I think the one Ronnie was what they call open, I think. He called it a wash machine. I think it's what it was. But Dan went through one and had to have. He said, "Dad, I couldn't take it." He says, "Lou stood sat there beside me, held my hand." Well, that'll work. I think Kim sang to Levi during his, and but yeah, they're nerve wracking. Not so much, the sounds they make. They make sounds, but it's just that thing right in your face. Yeah, Michelle has 4 MRIs a year. Well, you may get used to them. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Christina needs prayers. Okay, we got lots of folks on that prayer list. Christina. Okay. Uh, yeah. When I had mine, that lady said we're supposed to be getting a new one next year. Well, I'm told they're very expensive. I have no idea. I'm sure they're hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm guessing. Uh, but to me, they're scary. Uh, I think Michelle has to have them because she's born with a brain tumor. Praise God, you're okay. Uh, okay, okay, Roddy. There's a message from Thomas there. Enjoy it. Uh, I'm not going to get involved in it, Ronnie. I'm on your side, but I'm going to support you. No, in all seriousness, now here, Ronnie has been fighting this whatever he's wrong with him for a while. I don't think he minds me saying it. We've prayed for him. He's been sick. The last few days, he finally his son got him to see a specialist, and the specialist did some cultures and said, that what they're giving you is not helping you. It's not helping you. So I'm going to give you something else to tide you over till we can get something created from these cultures that will knock his stuff out. And so that's what he's going for today. Hopefully they've got something, and they may put him in the hospital because he told him, he says, it's possible we'll have to put you in the hospital and give it to you through IVs. Ronnie's dreading that, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him a bit. So I'm for him on that. Uh, but it's all the testing he has to go through before he gets to that point. That's what we give him a hard time on. And some procedures that he don't talk about, and I don't blame him. I wouldn't either. But people like Thomas, he, he wants to agitate people. Yeah, just irritate him. God love you, Ronnie. I love you, buddy. Anyway, and then there's Steve, sweet Jimmy. Yeah. Oh, talk about snakes. I was at the doctor's office yesterday, well, the hospital, and I was reading this little pamphlet laying there. This time of the year, the copperhead's really bad because I think it says that September, so is when they're having their babies. And it talked about several snake bites, and I saw several online reading about them. Some daycare little child got bit by a baby one, and they didn't think a whole lot about it. Well, the baby ones put out as bad, if not worse, poison than the bigger ones. Plus, they don't control their bite. I mean, some snakes, they say, can even do a dry bite where they bite you in defense, but not trying to. Dawn, you're not blocked, sweetie. I don't know why you think you're blocked. I don't block nobody. We've only had one in my whole history on here that I blocked. And that because I see you, is because they got personal about family. And that's not what we're about here. Uh, and then I don't like, you know, we're not political. I mean, I vote my way, you vote your way, and that's fine. And I have my beliefs in religion, and you have yours, and so that's where you just leave him alone. You know, we pray for people. I believe in that, and if you don't, that's fine too. You ain't got to change your ways if you don't want to. That's up to you. So we keep the politics and that out of everything, and so we don't have no problems. You're not blocked, sweetie. I see you right now. Uh, I see Molly talking to you. Nan Snyder, you finally made it. Well, it's about time. it's, my, it's my mom said, it's about time. Oh, yes. But anyway, Ronnie will be going today at about 1:30, so keep him in your prayers. There goes my little wife in my car. She's uh, I know she got in that seat's all the way back, all the way down. Uh, I hate getting in a car behind her. Seat's right up. You can't. You first off, you can't get in. You got to put the seat down before you can get in. Uh, yeah. Thank you, Elena. Elena Flores. She's a sweet, sweet lady. Uh, I met her a long time ago. You know, through here, and her son Joseph. Never forget. I forget what was going on, but anyway, he wanted to contact me and G to check on us, and he's in the hospital with fixing to have heart surgery. And I was just amazed, I was blown away. Here's a little guy. He was little. He was, I don't know, 8 or 10 years old, something like that. Wanting to know about PawPaw and Gigi, how we was doing, and he laid on the hospital bed fixing to have some heart surgery. Whew. I'm afraid, Joseph. I wouldn't have been thinking about nobody but myself. Oh, God. Hardyman, man, Sky is 4'10". All right, 4'10". You didn't play basketball, did you? See the girls now in school, so these basketball girls, they 6, 6'4". Bam Manola's wife is 4'11", I think. Yeah, you had to scoot the seat back. Well, I do too, and both these cars are, the electric seats, which makes it a bit easier. The button's right there. You just watch it go back and down. Still you got to do it before you get in. And I know when she got out this morning, she's making it come up and forward. Tammy Frey. Yay for you, Tammy. I didn't get to see what Tammy's going on, but evidently she overcome something and beat something, and that's awesome. Uh, I was telling, boy, there's just lots of folks here needing prayer this morning, guys. I haven't got all these names written down. Uh, Sue is 5'3". Yeah, Joanne, you and your husband have the same seat adjustment. That's awesome. Yeah, you ain't got to worry about that. Just get in and go. Get in and go. I went out this morning. Lex got in my car on Friday. We picked him up, and we went to the hospital yesterday in my car and didn't think about it. And he didn't go. He stayed here, and thought his dad would be picking him up, and I guess he talked to his dad about staying another day. But as I told you, we've got all his stuff in this back seat. So if Lester picks him up, we're going to have to probably make a trip up to the ranch tonight to take his stuff to, so he'll have it. But we worked it out. So this morning, just in case, because G was going to be using my car, I took my old wagon out there, pulled up beside it there that we got, and gifted to us. And I just put all this stuff in that little wagon backed up there by the porch. So if your dad shows up at whatever time, there's his stuff right there. Dan forgot something. He's coming back. Yeah, he forgot something. Uh, okay, I want to see, we got Ray for the birthday. Got anybody else for a birthday? Because we're going to sing to Ray here in just a second. Uh, you know, I don't know if I can call ahead for a wheelchair or not. I got that walker, and I thought, you know, I've sent. I said, I told you yesterday, I said, I should have brought that walker. This is crazy. But if I go back, you know, if I go back to that one, and well, I know it will be, unless he got out today or something, I'll be going back. I may take that walker. It'd be a lot easier. I roll across there and I get tired, just sit down out in the middle of the parking lot. All right, Jaden's got a birthday. Okay, we got a birthday for Jaden also. Anniversary, Lisa has an anniversary tomorrow, 36 years. All right, Lisa, we're going to do that too. And Jaden. So we got Ray and Jaden for birthdays. Any more birthdays or anniversaries? I'm trying to see, guys. Lisa? Lisa got one? Yeah, okay, I got Lisa down. Ray and Jaden, I got them names. I have Lisa for the anniversary. I'm gonna sing to you, Ray. You better hang on. Uh, yeah, you have to go back and start therapy all over again. Amy has a birthday. Amy. Okay, I got Amy. Jaden, Amy, and Ray so far on birthdays. Chris got a birthday. Okay. We haven't done anything in the house since Levi got sick. There's things I can do, and I will be doing. I worked on that septic system last week, but then you know we've been watching down that way, and this is not like a priority when you got somebody that's sick. That's the priority. Your name is Kim, okay? We Ronnie's birthday, I think, is next month or so. We'll find out for sure, and we'll have a special song for him. And it don't matter if it's on the live or not, Steve. We're gonna sing it. We may sing it 2 or 3 days in a row. Put a different version on each one. Okay, I'm just trying to see. Oh, Kat, Christina met Jamie and Stephanie. Awesome. Okay, awesome. Happy birthday, Kim. All right, still getting some birthdays coming across here, guys. Yeah, he's our priority right now. Alicia had a birthday on Saturday. Alicia. I don't know if it was last Saturday or it's coming Saturday. We got her. So I'm going to go over the names with you here. And so if there's anybody we're missing, okay? We got Ray. We got Jaden. Yeah, I'm Rooster. Yeah, that Rooster's singing. Yeah, that's Ronnie's. That's going to be his birthday song. Ray and Jaden, Amy, Chris, Kim, and Alicia. I don't know anymore. There's Sandra over in Ireland wishing y'all a happy birthday. That's awesome to see people way off over there. It don't matter where you're from. It's awesome to see all these different states people come from and are living in different countries. And wake up in the morning and I start reading these comments and see all this temperature these people are getting. They're enjoying frost on the windows and stuff. Oh yeah. Uh, okay, Kathy, what was your mom's name? Kathy's mom, 88 on Saturday. We need to sing to her. Yeah, South Carolina. There you go. Uh, yeah. Happy birthday, Jaden. We're gonna sing to you in just a few minutes. Trying to make sure I got everybody. Okay. Ray, can you have some coffee? I think you should have some coffee, buddy. We all need coffee to get going. Uh, I'll drink some for you, Ray. Yeah, Jaden's on my list. All right, we're gonna get going, guys. And we don't get everybody, and you still know of somebody. And somebody's mom. I didn't get her mom's name. Uh, Mary. Mary is today. Mary also. Okay. Uh, well, thank you. I'm glad I put a smile on your face, a smile in your heart, and you know, if nothing else ever comes of me here doing this stuff, if I made your day happy, what else could I ask? You know, Elaine. Okay, her name's Elaine. Okay, I got you. I got you. All right. Okay, here we go. Kathy's in Ohio. Good morning. All right, I've got Ray, Jaden, Amy, Chris, Kim, Alicia, Mary, and Elaine. We're going to go with that. And Lisa has an anniversary. We're going to do the anniversary first. Get Lisa out of the way so she can just keep counting days of that anniversary. Here we go. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary, Lisa. Happy anniversary to you. All right. Now, birthdays. All right, Ray. Jaden, Amy, Chris, Kim, Alicia, Mary, and Lane. I'll probably do 2 songs. I don't know if I can get all these songs out in one time. We'll try it, okay? Put my pen over here out of the way. All right. No. See? Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Ray, Jaden, Amy, Chris. Happy birthday to you. I did 4. I'll do 4 more now. Okay, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Kim, Alicia, Mary, and Elaine. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. That extra was free. It didn't cost it. I just throw that in there cheap. It's cheap. Now, whenever we sing to Ronnie, when that day comes, Ronnie don't want me to know his birthday. But I think when time comes, we'll know it because he's got friends that are my friends that know it. And he can't keep a secret. They're not going to keep a secret. There's Sweet Jimmy. Sweet Jimmy knows it. He'll tell me. Yeah, what was the lots of birthdays? Yeah, Ray, I hope you're happy with that song, buddy. You're gonna need coffee now for sure. Bring me some coffee, nurse, or whoever therapist, whatever you talking to. Oh, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. That's an awesome song. And I told Levi yesterday, I said, walked the door, I said, what you watching, buddy? And he said, well, some movie. I says, why ain't you watching Red-Headed Stranger? And we could sing it, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain together. I used to sing it to all the time on the school bus. My aide, uh, her name was Lady. She's a sweet, sweet lady. She's about the same age I was, but she could sing like crazy. She had a beautiful voice. And she sang to these kids all the time. And she loved them kids, and they all loved her. But I'd start singing that Blue Eyes Crying Rain. She said, oh, that's my favorite song. Well, you better hang on to your seat, girl. Here we go with it. And old Levi just laughed. He loved it. He loved it. Uh, cha-cha-cha. Yeah. All right, guys, we getting close. We only got 10 minutes left here for me to harass y'all. Kind of stir you up a little bit. Mess your day up. You know, yesterday I videoed time with Levi, and that's going to be our next Sunday dinner video, so to speak, because we was down there, you know, and funny, listen here, funny thing was, on our way down, she calls and asks Kim, says, anything he needs us to bring. And you hear in the background, 3 cookies from McDonald's. 3 cookies. Well, there's a new McDonald's right there in the neighborhood. We go right by, so okay, that's not a problem. So, but we get there, there's cars all the way around it because it's new, I guess. And, you know, everybody going to McDonald's. I said, there's another one in Porter. We'll stop at it on the way. We got down there, and there's 14 cars lined up in that little driveway. I said, gee. She says, just pull around the front door. I'll go in. She said, this is ridiculous because they're not moving fast. Somebody evidently ordered a 7-course meal up the front of that line. And so we drive around the door and she goes in. And nowadays they're so modern, they got this little machine there at the front. You can put your order in, pay all right there with the card and all that. Then they call you numbers, go up and get it. She tried that and never would take her information. Finally she walks up the counter, works her way to the front into the line. She says, all I want is 3 cookies. And they brought her cookies. Anyway, we found it. I was in there 15 minutes trying to get 3 cookies. But we got there and he says, you bring my 3 cookies? Yeah, we got them right here. And you bring me a Dr. Pepper? She said, I'm gonna go down. I'll go down and get you Dr. Pepper downstairs here in a few minutes. Okay, that's all he wanted. That's all he wanted out of us, a Dr. Pepper and 3 cookies. But it thrills your heart. You go in the door and he says, I love you, PawPaw. And yeah, I love you too, bud. And I give him such a hard time all the time. And I'm so sorry, Janet, your back's hurting, sweetie. Ronnie goes to this new chiropractor because Ronnie has some issues. Well, besides his health issues, he got some kinks. He's kind of a kinky guy. Yeah. He's kind of kinky. Those that know him real well realize that. But he goes to this chiropractor to get massaged, rubbed down, what you'll call it, you know, get the kinks out of him. So he goes Friday for his weekly appointment, and there's a new one there. The other one's gone somewhere. So he told me about what all the guy did, and I thought I'd never heard all that, you know, from chiropractor. I've been to one a couple of times with my knees and stuff, so I couldn't stretch out, you know, bend your knees. I heard, no, don't bend them, no. But this guy, I don't really know if he's licensed. And hear what all he did to Ronnie. He may have just come in off the street with a little white suit on. Sitting in the next one. But whatever he did to Ronnie, he liked it enough that he's made another appointment with the same guy. So that's one of the things that Steve and Thomas and Jimmy are concerned about. All right, guys. I hope your back gets better. Uh, it's one of those places when you got a kink in your back, seriously speaking, it almost stops everything. You can't hardly walk, you move a certain way, it hurts. Uh, I very seldom have back issues, but I do sometimes watching TV or whatever, or doze off or something, I wake up with a crick in my neck, you know. Uh, oh, you like red, my color? You think, yeah? Awesome. Well, red shirt that Thomas sent me, Thomas is kin to John Wayne, relative. And it's John Wayne stuff on it. I don't know if you can see all of it, but anyway. Uh, John Wayne's a distant cousin to him. And he sent me a red one. He said, wear the red one when you're having problems with Ronnie. That can be kind of your fighting shirt. And he sent me a blue one just like it. He said, now, if everything's okay, you can wear the blue one. So today, I didn't know. Me and Ronnie's fixed to go to the doctor. I may have his red shirt on. Chris got to go back to chiropractor. I hope you don't go the same one Ronnie goes to. Wild stuff goes on in that room. Okay. Maybe a pinched nerve, that's for sure. I think Kim was dealing with that, here for a while back, like a pinched nerve. She couldn't hardly get around either. Golden years turned out to be rusty years. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? We work all of our life more or less to retire, and then you don't want to get up. You just want to sit down. Let me rest. Let me rest. Did Ray miss my singing? No. Ray, did you miss it? Reba, did he miss it? Somebody tell me something in notes. Oh, there it is. He said he got it. He got it. Ray's an awesome guy. Him and Reba. A good team. You want me to sing again? Y'all embarrassed me. I'll be ready to this shirt here in a minute. Marie, good morning. Jackie. Vera, I hope you have a great day, sweetie. All right, somebody loves my singing. That's awesome. I probably should have been a singer instead of a bus driver. Yeah, I wouldn't have went far, guys. I would not have went far. Marie, I love you too, sweetie. All them hearts. Yeah, Kim, thank you for that. Kim's got like I call it chronic bronchitis type stuff. It's almost, I call it chronic. It's just all the time. No matter what she takes for it, just there. But yeah, and G was telling her last night, oh sweetheart, you need to take something for that. We don't need you sick too. She said, I'm all right, Mom, I'm all right. I said, no, you're not okay. You get something, go to the doctor or something. G will come relieve you alone if you go to the doctor and get something for that. Yeah, there's a chiropractor in Cleveland. I think his name's Wolf, Dr. Wolf, and he's a John Wayne fan. Got John Wayne pictures all through his offices, And you go in, and I've been to him twice. Dan goes, I think, pretty regular because of his shoulder and gets his shoulder kind of, worked on. But you first go in and you sign in, and my issues was my legs, knees, and they come in there when you're in the little waiting room, and they hook these little old electrical probes to you. When you sit there, jerk it. Dang. But finally, it was time. Your time to go back there where he's at, and they come take them off. You go back there, and he take you. Legs bends them, moves them around. Lord, this ain't working. You're killing me. All right, guys, we're at our time, and I just want to wish everybody a great day. I hope you have a great week, and I'll try to keep y'all up to par, up to snuff, as they used to say. My old grandpa say up to snuff. And if you don't know what snuff is, they used to make this old stuff called. Well, I guess this old stuff that people dip still called snuff, I guess, but they used to make this old. I think it's called Levi Garrett snuff. It was almost like a orange-looking powder. You see, some of these old timers would have that stain. You know, yeah, come in a little. I think it may come in a little can too, a little round can, but it also come in a little red bottle, I think. Yeah, Levi Garrett, I believe it's called. Uh, Snuff. Anyway, and you even see some older ladies. I ain't gonna kiss her. I ain't kissing that woman. I love you guys. Y'all have a great day. Uh, no, I don't do tobacco. I used to smoke. It's the hardest thing in the world to do is quit. But that was years ago. Uh, yeah, it's hard to quit that stuff. I love you guys. Y'all have a great day. Take care. I'll let you know as much as I can as this day goes on about Levi, and uh, if something real pressing comes up, I'll try to throw a little announcement out there to you. If not, we'll see you back here tomorrow and on a regular video, and I'll give you updates and stuff on it too. Don't know what it'll be about because I've got some stuff to do out and about, and that's what I usually do is video stuff I'm doing. And Dan did bring his little boy goat over, and all my girls kind of looking at him like, what are you here for? Well, I'm sure he's trying to tell them. Anyway, then I'll leave him there a week or so. If he does anything, fine. If he don't, that's fine too. I love you guys. Y'all take care. Oh yeah, I was gonna say one more thing about the snakes. They're out there. They're out there. Buddy's dog got bit. Buster got bit. I know when G worked at the daycares, there, especially this time of the year, they would walk the playground before the children were allowed to go out and checking the toys even, because sometimes little snakes get up in them toys. You gotta watch that stuff. And them little ones can get you just as bad as them big ones, if not worse. I love you guys. Y'all take care. Watch out for them snakes.